let's go back to what happened in August that led to him to be able to get on the field, or September here. Didn't I hear, was it one of the lawyers for Ezekiel Elliott who said that when a bulldozer's coming for the house, you don't wait for it to knock the house down, you try and stop the bulldozer? And I guess the judge in Texas bought that argument. That was now overturned, essentially?
Right. The judge, the 2 out of 3 judges in the Fifth Circuit said it wasn't clear that the house was going to be bulldozed. And you do, in fact, have to wait for the house to be bulldozed, because we can't review the destruction to the house until the house is destroyed.
Okay. Then secondly, now, it strikes me here that we are just seeing a repeat of every single one of these player discipline issues between the NFL and the Players Association, that it no longer matters who it is or the team. You could just fill in the blanks, and it's all about the power of the commissioner and the NFL Players Association trying to poke holes in it. Am I correct or incorrect in this, Gabe?
Oh, absolutely correct.
Okay.
Whether it's Adrian Peterson, Tom Brady, now Ezekiel Elliott, this is the same underlying battle. How much power does the commissioner have? What rights do the players have? And what rights do the court have to interfere with this process? And the fact, same issue over and over and over again.
Right, and the fact that the Players Association, and now it's Ezekiel Elliott, not Tom Brady, not Adrian Peterson, but now Ezekiel Elliott, is going to have to find, or will eventually find, a judge that agrees with them, and then the NFL will find an appeals court that agrees with them, and eventually Zeke, like Brady, is going to run out of options where he's either got to go to the Supreme Court or he's got to basically take his suspension. Am I correct in that assumption too, Gabe?
Well, that's the way it played out for Adrian Peterson and Tom Brady, where they won at the district court level and then lost at the Court of Appeals, and then they decided not to go up to the Supreme Court. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to play out that way here.
Okay.
It could be that the Court of Appeals does side with the Players Association and says that this process was just fundamentally unfair. And though the collective bargaining agreement gives great power to the commissioner, there are limits, and exceeded the limits here through all the things we talked about throughout this process, not allowing Key Roberts to testify, not giving over her notes, not allowing the accuser to testify. All of those things, the Court of Appeals could say, made the process unfair, and Ezekiel Elliott will be irreparably harmed if he's forced to serve a suspension. So it's not a foregone conclusion that Elliott will lose this case. The other players before him have lost the case on appeal, but that doesn't mean that we're going to get the same result here.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
Isn't it amazing you can download an app with your thumbprint? You should download our app with your thumbprint.